The proof that you believe what God told you is the action. That's where we miss it. A lot of people know how to fast. We know how to receive revelation. We know how to see vision. Recently, something happened. We just finished our 21 days powerful fasting. And on the last day of that fast, the Lord spoke to me. I had a vision. I saw like a long lens. And I asked God, what's the meaning of that? And he says, this stands for visibility. The light is on you now. I announced it to the church. We were excited. Of course, that was the last day of the fast. But after that fasting, head of my media team, we had a discussion. It's like, Apostle, we need to run a Facebook AD. Just sponsor one of your videos on Facebook. So it wasn't like God spoke to us to sponsor any video. Or it wasn't even like we had a vision or revelation to sponsor a video. But it was like, let's just run an AD. It's been a while we did that. So we edited some of our videos and put it out on Facebook, and we sponsored it. And guess what? For the first time, the video went viral beyond our imagination. So we continued to sponsor it, and it was going more viral. I learned something from that. One of the challenges we have in the body of Christ is extreme. There are two major expressions in the body of Christ. There is this group of people that believe in power. That power aspect is they pray a lot, they fast a lot, they know how to sow their seed, and then they believe God will do it. God will do it. God will do it. But the challenge is that there is no backup action to that prophetic inspiration. And the Bible made it clear that faith without work is dead. The proof that you believe what God told you is the action. That's where we miss it. A lot of people know how to fast. We know how to receive revelation. We know how to see vision. And the disappointment is, after God spoke to me, how come I'm not seeing any changes? How come it's not happening? It is because Christ is both wisdom and power. That's 1 Corinthians 1:24. So when God speaks to you, the power dimension has been activated. Power is the ability to enforce change. The moment Jesus speaks, power will enforce certain things. Power will open doors. Power will clear the path for you. But when power opens doors, or like we saw in the book of John chapter 5, the man at the pool of Bethesda, when the angel comes to stir the water, if you don't jump, you can end up like that man who was beside that pool for roughly 38 years. Power was available, but it was not converted to profit him. Why? What was lacking was action. That's the wisdom. Now, there is another set of people. They are the wisdom people. They know how to strategize. They know how to take the proper step. They know how to meet the right people, build relationship. But wisdom alone too will not make it happen, because unknown to such people, there are principalities, there are power, there are demonic forces that will want to block that success. So you don't take the posture of wisdom alone, and you don't also take the posture of power alone. You must take both wisdom and power. What power creates, wisdom will manage. Wisdom, according to Ecclesiastes 10:10, is the ability to know what to do and how to do it correctly. That's the simple definition of wisdom. Let me say that again. To know what to do and how to do it. So take power, for example. Power is to create the rain. With power, you enforce things. So when you have rainfall, now wisdom is to know what to do with that rain, or how to properly maximize that rain. In most cases, we know how to make rain fall, but the reason why many people are still thirsty is because they don't know how to manage the rain or store the rain for the dry season. Why I'm sharing this is, I started with our testimony. We didn't have any revelation or vision from God to sponsor any video. We just heard from the Lord. All that God told us is, you are in the spotlight now. But I believe it was the wisdom of God that moved us to take the right action. We sponsored AD, we paid money, real money, and we had a lot of result. Now, before that time, we had sponsored ADs that didn't even add up to 5,000 views. This time around, we were running into 65,000 above views. A lot of engagements, because power opens the door for us, and we hump in with wisdom. So for somebody that's saying, I heard God, God told me. If you truly heard God, then act on what God told you. And sometimes in that action, you might spend money on it. You might have to pay some agents. You might have to buy some things. You might have to put some things in place. The difference between that step you are taking in that season is that power is backing you up. For someone that has not received that prompting or that instruction from God, they can take the same step with no result. That's why I say wisdom alone, knowing what to do alone, will not guarantee success. But when you also stay with just power alone will not also guarantee success. It is both creating or opening the door with power, and then knowing what to do with wisdom. When these two things are in place, your frustration will end. I hope this blesses you.